Good morning, students. Welcome to this session about communication skills. And this session is for those NDA aspirants who appeared on 3rd September for the written exam. And I am very sure you must have done well in the written and you'll now qualify to go for SSB. So, during your 5-day SSB selection process, there is a very important requirement which you as a candidate must have. It is very difficult to clear the SSB without meeting this, this requirement, and this is what we will talk about today, and that is how to improve your English and communication skills. Now, in this session, what I will talk about is actions that you need to take on a daily basis in order to clear the SSB and be able to go to this building called the National Defence Academy. How many of you recognize this building? This is the main administrative block of National Defence Academy, and the name of this building is Sudan Block. This is where you will report when you get selected for NDA. On the day of your reporting, this is the first place you will go to where your documentation will take place. But all that will happen only when you clear the SSB interview. Okay, now one very essential requirement, an extremely important requirement that every candidate must have, especially the NDA aspirant, is that you must have very strong communication skills. Now, what does communication skills mean? It means you should be able to express your thoughts and your ideas in spoken English fluently, adequately, in a very strong and effective way. Now, any shortcoming in your personality as far as this part is concerned, it may seriously hinder your selection as far as the SSB is concerned. Clearing the written exam, the UPSC written exam may be possible even with weak communication skills, but clearing the SSB will be an extremely difficult thing. So, this is one aspect you need to pay a lot of attention to. Now, in this brief presentation, what all would I talk about? I will enumerate the points that you need to take from today itself on a daily basis to enhance your communication skills, that is your spoken English skills, and it will take just about 3 to 4 months time in order to raise your level up to an extent, level of your communication skills up to an extent where you will find no difficulty in clearing the SSB interview. If you religiously, honestly, diligently follow these points, I am pretty certain all that it would take is about 3 months time, 3 maximum 4, to raise your level and be able to clear the SSB very clearly without any difficulty. Okay, now the first thing which I would recommend, that you must form the habit of reading. Reading what? Not just the newspaper, the English newspaper. Of course, that also you have to read, but reading a newspaper is a little boring. It is not a very interesting thing. In addition to that, you need to read other things also. Now, what are those other things? Let's say if your level of English is pretty low, then you must start by reading children's storybooks and magazines. If your level is a little high, Reader's Digest and other magazines. These are very good tools to improve your communication skills. Novels by prominent authors. Which novels? I will just show you in the next slide. Now, when you read, you have to keep 2-3 points in mind. What are those points? You have to observe how words are joined to make sentences. That is one thing you need to closely observe, number one. Number two, how the form of the word changes according to the requirement of the sentence. So, this pattern you have to observe very closely. And number three, while reading you need to pick out new words, new expressions, new idioms and include them in your vocabulary so that it raises your level of the English language. Now, which are the good English novelists worth reading? I have listed a few novelists. James Hadley Chase, Arthur Haley, these are very good, simple, they write in simple English The stories are very interesting. These are all fiction authors. Most of the English that I learnt was from these authors, especially the first one, James Hadley Chase. Now, these are the authors, these are the books. You can easily find them in any market, any store, or you can even buy these second hand. They are readily available in the market. Begin reading. You must start with James Hadley Chase. He has written more than 200 novels. Very interesting novels, very simple reading, and very good to improve your English. But these other novelists, authors are also very good. But you must start with James Hadley Chase. So that is as far as novels are concerned. Now, as far as magazines are concerned, like I mentioned, if your level is a bit low, your starting point should be reading children's magazines and comic books. If you are at a slightly higher level, Reader's Digest in India Today, these two magazines are a good starting point. Let's have a look at these three comics listed on the slide are for children. But if your English level is low, you could also derive advantage from it. Now, let's say if your level is a little high, then Reader's Digest is a very, very helpful magazine to improve your communication skills. This is a magazine more than 100 years old. The first issue came out in 1922 and it is now 2023. So, it is more than 100 years old and very interesting articles it carries. Articles on various issues, on health issues, on stories, on anecdotes, jokes, medical issues, international events related to travel, leisure, sports. It has a mix of all type of articles and makes very interesting reading. So, most of the English that I learnt was from the Reader's Digest and the novels by James Hadley Chase. So, this would be a very good starting point. If your level is even higher, India Today magazine or any other political magazine would help you enhance your communication skills. So, this is the first thing you must do, form the habit of reading. Number one. In addition to that, you have to start thinking. Thinking what? Think in English. Whatever till now you have been thinking in Hindi, Marathi, Punjabi, Tamil, you have to change your mindset and start thinking about all those things in English, right? Start with small and simple sentences and progressively think and build longer and more complex sentences. अभी तक आप सोच रहे थे आज दोपहर को मैं 2 घंटे सोऊंगा, तो ये सोचने की बजाय से आई विल स्लीप फॉर 2 hours इन द आफ्टरनून, आज शाम को मैं 2 समोसे खाऊंगा. दिस इज व्हाट यू आर थिंकिंग. बिगिन टू थिंक ऑफ इट इन इंग्लिश कि आई विल ईट 2 samosas इन द इवनिंग टुडे. तो इस तरीके से यू हैव टू change your mindset that thinking process must now get oriented towards the English language. It's a very helpful and a good way of moving in the right direction. Number 3, listen. Listen what? English news on TV or radio, English video clips of History TV, Animal Planet, Discovery, these channels. The clips of these channels you will find on YouTube, and they are both in Hindi and English. So, when you look at these clips, 2 things will happen. It will also entertain you, plus as you listen to the narration which is in English, it will improve your communication skills. So, this is what you must begin to do. You can listen to the English debates on TV channels, speeches of eminent personalities. So, all these can be downloaded or viewed on YouTube. Okay. When you do all this, how will it help you? It will help you in developing your own content for conversation, number 1. Number 2, it will make you aware of various things which will come in handy when you go for that interview. During that interview, you will be asked numerous questions by the president on major events happening in the country and those worldwide events happening elsewhere having a bearing on our own country. So, by doing all this, you will be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay. Now, please remember, we learnt a mother tongue only by listening. So, we can also learn the English language by listening. Okay. Number 3, Number 4, now these are the channels you must begin to watch. Okay, number 4, speak. In order to gain excellence in English, you will have to begin speaking this language. Speak means what? You must, when you speak, even if you make mistakes initially, it will at least help you gain confidence. You will be able to self-correct yourself, right? When you speak, you can record your own speech and listen to it. When you listen to it, you will be able to view the flaws in your speech all by yourself. You would not need any guidance or anybody to correct or tell you where you have gone wrong. You can do it yourself, and when you make a similar speech the next time and record it and compare the two recordings, you will find that the second recording is a very definite, there is a definite improvement over the first recording. So, you will be able to see it for yourself. Every day you must give yourself a topic to speak on and deliver a speech for 3 to 5 minutes. Record it, and this will also help you prepare for a test called the lecturate, a very important test of SSB. It is a GTO's test. So, it will help you prepare for that. It will not only improve your communication skills, it will also help you gain confidence. Okay. Now, make a list of questions, that likely questions that are asked during that interview. Ask yourself that question and answer it yourself. Carry out this process as much as you can, and this will help you tremendously. Okay. Connected with this is a point about vocabulary. What is that point? Your endeavor must be to learn 5 new words every day. You must have a dictionary available with you, a full-sized dictionary, and make use of it. Your target should be to learn 5 new words every day. If you do that, within a month or two, you will begin to feel the difference in the level of, your hold over the English language. You will yourself feel it that you are strengthening your hold. So, this will happen when you learn 5 new words every day. There are 4 types of dictionaries available. Do you have any idea which ones are they? Let's have a look. First is Oxford. You can buy any one of the 4. Oxford. The second one is Webster's. The third is Collins. And the fourth is Chambers Dictionary. All 4 are good, although the most popular one in India is Oxford Dictionary, but you can pick up any one of the 4 and make it a very good companion of yours. Every day use it to learn 5 new words. Now, if you do that, you will find that your hold over this language is improving, and as your hold over this language improves, your chances of clearing the SSB interview, which is likely to take place 3 to 4 months from now, because it will take another, I suppose, 15 days for the result to come out, and then another 3 months for you to proceed, for the first lot to proceed on that SSB interview, which means you have a clear cut 3 to 4 months time available to you, and this time is more than adequate to raise your level up to an extent where you will find SSB, clearing SSB is a very easy process. Now, English is a very friendly language, very simple language to learn. With a little interest and persistence, you will be able to gain fluency in, like I said, in just about 3 months' time. So, do not give it up, keep hammering at it, and you will get to see the result very soon. I can give you 2 examples of people, and you know both of them, who could not speak a word of English, and today they speak very fluent English. They took only about 3 to 4 months' time to become absolutely fluent in this language. Who are these 2 guys? A Marathi boy and a Punjabi boy. You know both of them. Have a look. You know these 2 guys. One is both of them are retired now, both eminent cricketers, one a batsman, another a bowler. So, when they came into the field of cricket, international cricket, they could not speak a word of English. One spoke only Marathi and the other guy spoke Punjabi. And when they became the man of the match, when this guy, the one on the left side, Sachin Tendulkar, if he would score a century or if Harbhajan Singh would take 5 wickets or a 6-wicket haul, because of which India would win, obviously he would have become the man of the match. Now you must have seen in any cricketing match, T20, ODI, at the end of the match, any player who has done exceedingly well, he is declared the man of the match and he is interviewed. He is asked 2, 3, 4 questions which he is required to answer. And that questioning is in English. But these people could not speak that language. So initially it was very embarrassing for them because they could not answer the questions being asked. So somebody suggested to them, ki, why don't you learn this language? You will need it every time when you become a man of the match. You will be asked questions. You're playing cricket at international level. So it will be in your interest to learn the English language. And they realized this point and they did their homework, and in about 3 months' time they became reasonably fluent in English. So if they can do it, you can also do it. Try it out. Give yourself 3 months' time, honest, diligent, hard-working 3-month period, and let's see what happens after that. I'm assuring you, even if you speak faulty English today or very little English, if you give yourself 3-4 months time and do whatever I have suggested, at the end of 3 months you will find there has been a significant change, a marked improvement in your level, in your hold over this language. So thank you very much, and we'll meet again with more sessions. Thanks a lot.